Alright, I'm gonna look at the Knicks defense because a lot of what they do on offense is predicated on stops. And that's how they play with pace, obviously. And this side of the floor is probably even more impressive than their offense. That's saying a lot because they have a ridiculous amount of firepower. But right here, first shot, let's see. We've got OG on Mobley, Carl on Allen. Most times it'd be reversed, but it really doesn't matter. Quick step up, and you can even see off rip, Carl's engaged. He sees it, what's he do? I'm sprinting with you. Gotta be there. Because they want to have him show, or at least be up. So what's that mean? It's going to be the pocket. And now he's on the short. OG helps. Spray line for the swing. He can't tray. But I'm seeing something here. So Dean Wade's looking to vacate and empty out to that weak side. And I can understand why. Because he sees Don looking to attack. So he wants to provide space and create basically a single side for Don to attack. But he should know that the Knicks are going to have Carl show. So there's going to be two on the rock. So you got to play the roll line. So instead of just vacating and emptying out, he should actually just sit in that strong corner or strong dunker. Because by doing this, you're bringing in an extra defender. So now you got a high man and low man. So he takes, and now Brunson can play too. In this situation, Brunson decides not to make the extra effort. He wants to take away the drop off. But I don't even know if he had to. Because let's say he rotates, OG can actually just peel onto Dean Wade here. And now Carl can just fall back onto Allen. So essentially a three-way switch. And that's why he didn't have to go, because let's say he stayed in that strong side, regardless if it's the corner or dunker. Now OG's on a single side tag. So if he goes, takes away this roll line, he would be giving up this spray line. And it ends up working out because Brunson decides not to close out. But it would be a hard decision for him because if he takes that away, then he gives that up. If he stunts, falls back, straight line here. And then Brunson would be the one making the rotation, which is also fine. Which is, I'm pretty sure, what should happen. Because if this is the alignment, let's say he stays with Mobley, he's rolling, Brunson helps up. Yeah, but their alignment's kind of all off because they're all very high. But McHale, in theory, would be him. McHale would just crack, take that away, and then right there, Carl can just peel off onto James. So you help up. You help down, you peel off, and now you get to stay. But because you went here, now they got an extra defender, he just doesn't make the rotation. Quick throw ahead, try and catch them not matched up or set. But they're pretty matched up. He's got Allen, his man is trailing. It's all good here. But now they're going to flow into a quick drag. So what's OG do? Get ready. And I think he's communicating to McHale, so they're going to ice it. And right here, you can see Brunson too. As soon as he sees it, what's he do? He's already pulled in, and this is what I mean about the Knicks. They're always just ready. They're not just blindly following their man. He knows he's going to be low man, so in order to provide support, he wants to be in there early just in case of this roll line. But now Dean Wade's actually looking to vacate and flash strong. Rock gets deflected. All right, let's see what transpires. Let's just say this pocket pass is made. And now we've got him on the short. If Brunson were to step up, then Dean Wade would be wide open in that strong dunker. Because Carl's on that weak side, so he's not ready to help. So that's really smart, actually. Because let's say Dean Wade were to sit in this weak dunker, and Brunson pulled in, he continues that short right there, he meets Allen. Carl can play too. Right? He can crack that, and be ready to fly out to take that away. But by doing this and looking to just flash in that strong dunker, Karl has to decide, do I follow him or do I stay with my man? Because you gotta help Brunson. If Brunson helps up, he catches it, he's wide open. And that really stresses the second help. Doesn't matter here because James can't get the pocket pass. Great hands there by McHale. But it would have been dangerous if he could. So now we're looking for a quick hunt, I believe. Let's see, everybody's kind of hugged here. And of course, what is Brunson looking to do? Hedge it. And look how aggressive his hedges are compared to what the Cavs do to Brunson on the other end. Just right into his body, just jam him. And he's actually looking to slip, so they switch it. So really good read by McHale. Because he knows in this situation, if he slips that, it's dangerous. He's catching it on the short. They're playing advantage basketball. So just concede the switch. Take away the slip. Because right here, the low man is a bit distorted. Most times it's going to be OG because his man, Jarrett Allen, is going to occupy that weak dunker. But because he's kind of late here, and Karl's already in a low position, even though he's matched up with Mobley, he's going to make that rotation, I believe. And he's looking to 2-9 real quick and then get over there. He would actually be late. So let's say they put 2 on James here because of the hedge and Dean Wade catches it. He would have all this space. But thankfully they switch it. Doesn't matter now. Swing. Forced to make something happen on the second side. And he can't beat OG in the post. And now you've got your defense set too. You can see, good job right here by Allen. He's going to vacate. Sit in that weak dunker. Give him space. But even here, there's really nothing Mobley can do but look to score on OG. So another quick drag. And I can see Karl's looking to show. He's releasing, obviously. And I can even see here Josh Hart. I couldn't even see Don. But instead of blindly following his man to that weak corner, he's already high. He's ready to take away this short. So once he makes the pocket, which he doesn't, really good job actually. Don't hit the pocket because he sees Josh Hart poaching. So now he's going to skip it to the weak corner, but also right here, it's a little bit awkward because Don should be deep corner. But he's really late to fill it. And now he's going to hold that spot. And what does that mean? Josh Hart can play 2 for free. It's not enough stress on the single side tag. So now he sees it, fans out, and he recovers. Even though you can see Don looking to attack. And that's why spacing is important, because let's say he's in that deep corner. It's really difficult for Josh Hart to do this. But he gets away with it because he's just late to fill it. And the pocket he's filling is pretty much right at the break. I'm pretty sure even here, get down there, James going to make that pass. But he kind of just skips it. You attack. And now Mobley sees it, so what's he do? He tries to put a body on Karl. But he jumps out. So now we've got help on his strong side. He's wide open. Can't make the drop off. Allen's got to vacate that weak dunker because he knows Don's looking to drive. So you got to give him the Nash. But now OG can play too. Because now all Evan can do is flash right here. And all he can do is flash right here. I'm pretty sure Evan should get to the corner and allow Allen to get to where he is and make that quick loop. But now they're kind of occupying the same spots. Don can't find an outlet because now he can just sit with his man, take away that line, and McHale doesn't have to worry about these two because, again, we've got OG playing too because of the spacing. He's going to take away that line, but you still end up with a switch and a mismatch. And now good job. He's going to vacate. Give him this clear side. And I think Brunson's communicating. He is. Is he? Alright, that's why he was communicating. So he was actually telling Karl, yo, I got you on this baseline. Instead of just blindly following his man to that weak side, what's he do? He's going to lag. He's going to stay and help protect that base. So he's actually just flooding it. Ends up making a tough shot, but you've exhausted all of the Cavs' options. They end up with this, but it's a long 2, 3-6 on the clock. It's a bailout. Looking to play with more pace. Let's see. They're matched up. Yeah, everybody's pretty much with their man. Doesn't matter if it's Josh or Mikal on James or vice versa. So now he's looking for an early hunt, but nope. James goes tween, cross. Josh Hart opens up. And now OG's forced to help. And Karl's going to crack that. But this is a very good read right here by Jarrett Allen. He does it very well. He sees it, and he's going to vacate and make that shadow and flash on the weak dunker or the strong dunker. Because now, what is Karl supposed to do? He's actually not even ready to help here. Because OG has to step up. So he has to put a body on Jarrett. But by doing this, it stresses him because do I stay with my man or do I follow that? And now it actually forces Mikal to be the helper. Right? Because OG has to commit to the rock because James beats Hart here. And one of them has to help him by cracking Jarrett. But he's hugged to his man. And he makes this shadow so it distorts it. Karl just has to decide, am I going to follow that? And then trust our rotations here on that weak side? Or do I trust that Mikal will crack and I can just stay with my man? Obviously, neither of them make a decision. And gets an easy drop off. So now we've got another quick drag. Everybody's pretty matched up. Obviously, he's going to show. We got 2 on a rock. Mobley's going to release early, and on that slip, we've got a single side tag. So again, good job by Brunson. Just not looking to be hogged. He's already there at the lane line. At minimum, you got to be here and ready for that. So now he's got to play 2. And it's the same thing. So this was essentially the same thing that happened on the last possession, but now it's off a ball screen. So right here, this is a very difficult situation because OG has to help up. He's low man in this situation. So now Mikal, he's got to be the one that cracks this. Because if he doesn't, he's wide open. But instead of just sitting in that strong dunker, what does he do? He's going to make another shadow to that weak side. And by doing that, now you really stress the second help. Because Mikal, again, he has to decide, am I going to follow that? Or am I going to respect my man on this lift? I'm pretty sure in this situation, he's got to follow that and help OG. Because Karl can just fall back and peel onto James here on that strong side. Or well, now it's on that weak side. But he can just take, you take. But because you don't, now he catches it here. And it's a very difficult read for Jalen Brunson because on the single side, he does the right thing. He stunts and falls. And it's hard for him to see this. So again, they've distorted the second help. Is it Mikal following, or do you stay and then have Brunson take it? Which obviously he doesn't see because it's on his blind side, and it shouldn't be his responsibility, especially on the single side, because if he does, it's a swing to Dean Wade, and now Brunson has no help. But the reason they're in this type of predicament is because of Allen just doing a simple shadow, vacating one dunker to the other, it distorts that second help. So now we've got another quick drag. Karl's actually quite low here. Maybe not expecting it at the 47. So Mobley sets it flat. Cleans up Mikal, and now you're on your heels. And he's looking to push dribble and snake back to a strong. You absorb the bump, force him to adjust. Clean up, but that was really good defense. Because he's there, he's able to slide and take away this line for James, and he tries going inside. I think he wants to get a big bump because he knows that Karl's on his heels. He wants to try and get him off balance right there, but he absorbs it. So all that really does is forces James to adjust and pick up early. Now he's got to slow down, and what does that mean? Mikal's able to get back on the pursuit. No, actually that was Karl's block. So this was all Karl. But even here, if he doesn't get that block, it's Mikal on that blind side because he forced James to adjust. Or, well, James had to adjust because he tried to big body him. But then good job here by Mobley. He's going to follow up. 50-50, he gets to it first. Josh Hart even does the right thing. He's looking to pull in. Because if OG helps, which he doesn't in this situation because there's two already, then Josh would be ready to take away any cleanup for Allen. So now we've got another quick drag, I believe. He probably dragged Josh Hart down. He's looking to set it from that angle. So now OG, he's not ready to switch, so he's just rejecting it. And right here, I can see James. He's probably reading it. All right, I got to vacate. Let me empty out. And I can tell Mikal's looking to stay, so he wants to leg and show just because if he beats Josh Hart here, he's ready to provide support on that base. Even though he really doesn't have to, because again, look at Brunson. Not concerned about his man at all, looking to pull in because he would be low man. But now by him staying, Brunson can just play two now and have him as low man. Falls, pound. Knicks are fine with that. Josh falls. And now he decides to pull right there. But you've got that strong side flooded. If he tries to go this way, let's say he looks for a quick hand back, OG can just switch that. And then Josh can just take Jarrett. And then if he tries to flow into something with Mobley, Karl's there. But then you'd have your rotations right. You just take, and then he just peels back onto that weak side. So again, another quick drag. He clips him. Karl's actually going to stay in a... He's kind of staying in more of a high drop because he's up. But he's kind of retreating early, maybe because he's concerned about that short. But regardless, the pocket's still there. So now he's still kind of out of position. So now again, he's rolling towards that side of two. And look what Allen does. So he's also just looking to distort that second help again. Because right here, again, if he were to stay, OG helps up. Easy crack for Hart. But by doing this, OG's also following it. But if OG were to step up, who would help him? It's not going to be Hart because, again, he doesn't follow. And again, Brunson just doesn't see it. It should be Brunson because if you take and Karl can fall back on Dean Wade, you're all good. But right here, it ends up working out because he contains the rock. He still scores, but right here, let's say Karl's higher because he decided to show. So now we got this 4-on-3. If Allen gets here and OG doesn't help up, Mobley's got a straight line. But if he helps up, you give up this drop-off, and you can see Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson aren't ready to help because he's vacating to that strong side. And so it's really distorted. And I think that's a subtle adjustment, or it's just something Allen does. Regardless, it's really smart. Because then you create basically a single side for Josh Hart. So it's got to be Brunson. But again, they just won't be prepared for it because it's such a unique thing to do. So off a make, quick throw ahead, quick drag. He's going to look to flip it. So he wants to get an early switch. And obviously he knows Brunson's going to jump it because he's looking to hedge. So what's Don do? High cross, reject it. But great job here by Josh. He reads it. He's there, slides his feet, cuts him off. And even here you can see OG. Instead of just blindly following his man to that weak side, what does he do? He's going to lag just a bit so that he's ready to make that low rotation. I think even here, Mikhail. No, I guess he doesn't really see it because I was going to say I thought he was going to be ready to crack that. But now he gets beat. Tough finish over OG, but this is why the Knicks are so good at shrinking the floor because they're always ready. Most teams, their man might just blindly follow. By the time they make that low rotation, you're late. Don's got a clear lane. But right here, him lagging and staying, go vertical, you force a tough finish by Don. Right here, Don could actually lob it because Mikhail's a little late. He kind of reads it now, but definitely a drop-off available. So now I see a double drag, I believe, which they don't really run that much. They do run it, but I haven't seen it that many times in this series. So they want to get a switch. Of course, he's going to look to hedge. But no, they're actually just going to concede the switch because I don't think Mikhail, he tried to go over. He gets cleaned up. There's no way he's going under 4 to recover. So good job here by Brunson, though. He's not scared of it. He jumps out, and he's actually pushing him far. So now they're going to get a rescreen. He's looking to go under. He's up. He's there to provide support at the same time. Really good job here by Max Strus. He's going to vacate an empty out so that Dean Wade can drift to the corner and take it with his nail help so that James can attack. Now he's going to look to exploit. Big push. Get to your spot. It's great spacing. Everybody did their job. Great screen here. Good release. Because now you got to respect that roll line. And everybody's just wheeling around. And so now, if the Knicks want to shrink the floor and help, because right here you can see Josh Hart, he's a little hesitant. He's got to take away that roll because he is on that single side. But because of the wheeling, it kind of also just distorts the help. So now OG's got to help, and you got to know that OG's got to help, so you got to follow here. But again, it happens so fast, sometimes you can get lost in rotation. And again, you can see Mikhail has to follow that drift. Otherwise, he gets that free stunt. And if you stunt here, he can even just cut through. And because he was emptying out, now you've got that back door for Dean Wade. He helps. Drop off for Strus. So good job by everybody to stay with their man because you just give up a midi to James anyway. Again, they're looking to set more flats. They want everything at the 47, break pressure. Mikhail reads it. I think Carl's communicating it, so good job. He's going to retreat. But now you at least break pressure for James bringing the rock up just by even threatening that flat. So now it's a clear side, you can see. But now he's actually going to go middle here. So let's see. He flips the screen. He's going to go middle, but now everybody's got a wheel. And now Carl's kind of in a... he's looking to retreat. He's kind of up, but he doesn't want us help. And even here, you can see OG. Instead of just following, he's going to try and get a little stunt. You force him into an early pickup, so it works out. And you're not really burned here because they're kind of late to wheel. So now Carl can help contain the rock. They actually end up veering. But it was a little soft. Yeah, I don't know if Carl expected the veer. Because Mikhail knows he can't recover. And even here, he was actually rolling on a clear side. Jared Allen, that is. But because he's looking to empty out, Mikhail's got to trust that Josh Hart will put a body on him. But he veers it, peels off, you stay with your man. That's not terrible too, because Carl does end up on the rock here. And kind of forces him to adjust, but he makes it. So we've got another quick drag. He's looking to show, obviously. He's releasing on a short. And again, we've got OG. So they really want the high tags. And even here, look at the way they just shrink the floor. Brunson's already pulled in as a low man, just in case. So you got the high man and low man pulled in. Not giving up these roll lines. So now you bump him, take that away. James actually has no pocket pass here because of Mikhail doing a good job. So now he's forced to pull back, step back, and now everyone can get mashed up. But then because Brunson was so pulled in, now he's got to try and put a body, face guard, no leverage, get bumped. He slips by. One dribble, quick pitch because Mikhail leaked, flyby, sidestep. Knicks actually dodged that. And the Cavs kind of dodged that too because they were fortunate to get this O board. If they don't, and the Knicks somehow get it, we've got Mikhail leaking out. Quick get off. So they're pretty much in delay here. I see a pin down. It's really going to turn into a backside. They're not looking to switch. No, he's actually going to keep it. And he beats Carl. But even here, that was pretty good defense by Carl because he had his antennas up. Jared does like these keeps. So instead of being worried about this, because right here on this dribble, Carl could definitely just cheat and expect that backside for Strus. So he could cheat, wanting to meet Strus, and that would allow a straight line for Allen on his keep. But he doesn't cheat. He's disciplined. He's reading it. Now he reads the keep. And he forces a tough lay. Just ends up getting called for the goaltend. Yeah, I think it is. By a split second. Quick throw ahead. So now they want to get Strus on the rock. Quick drag for him on that clear side. He cleans them. Carl again, he's up. So he's ready to contain the rock. Now he's going to release Mobley on the short. And look at right here again. They're not just matching up. They're already setting their defense. And right here you can see Shaman. He sees it progressing. So what does he do? Yo, McBride, get up. And obviously he's already there. So Shaman's already shifting down to help him and play two. Mikhail does the right thing. And because you're already in help early, he doesn't have a straight line on this roll. And he's playing into a crowd. So again, it's just the Knicks shrinking the floor and always being ready for each other. And even here, Mikhail knows his man is going to be trailing. I'm just going to pull in and get a stun off. I think McBride actually fouls him. Yeah, he gets arm right there. So they get away with it, but it's the principle. It's just everybody's already pulled in and ready. So now we've got another drag. He's actually making this shallow throw. Maybe threatening a Spain. Little misdirection. Regardless, of course, Carl's up. He's going to show. So Mobley's going to release. And look at Mikhail, already pulled in. At minimum, the lane line. Not concerned about this. We'll give that up. So now he can meet him. And now Don reads it. Yeah, I think Don, he picks the rock up right here. He's looking towards that weak corner. So what does Mikhail do? I'm looking to fan back out. because now you've already blown this up. Carl can take his man. You can get back to your man. And Don sees that he's looking to fan out and shoot that. So all he can do is make a swing one pass away. And he makes it. Which is kind of fine because right here, Brunson kind of lags just to make sure there's a tag. It closed out kind of wide, but still, it's not that much of a rhythm. So he's looking to attack Shamit, probably early, rejecting any type of ball screen. And you can see Brunson, even here, strong corner, he's pulling in. Show, fan back out. Now he wants a reload, which is fine, and they're actually going to flow into a double drag here. Because right here, I'm not sure what they were looking for. A rip for Mobley? Yeah, so they were looking for a rip for Mobley. Almost like chin, because if Don was right here, you set that rip, it's a chin, he pulls in, you can skip to the weak corner. Regardless, obviously nothing happens. And now Carl's kind of low, because I don't know if he expected it. So they come off this double drag. And you can see here, Strus is actually looking to release. He's going to slip it. He communicates, yo, you take that. The quick ghost. And now you force him into a tough ISO. He makes it, but look at the communication. Point switches it. Yo, take him. That little misdirection. He's there. He fans back. There's nothing on this slip. So they blow it up. Even though he gets this matchup and he gets the attack on that single side, you force him into a tough two. Which is pretty much best case scenario, pound, got him. So he drove, he was stuck, and I believe Strus was probably in that strong corner, and then ends up lifting because he wants to take away Josh Hart, but Josh Hart commits to the stunt. Now he's able to get back, and they're actually going to flow into a quick ball screen because Mobley was already there. But good job here by Robinson, he's already there too, so he's up, he's showing. He sees it, ends up turning into a little shake because now Schroeder's looking to lift, and even right here you can see the spacing's all off. As soon as he catches it, he's looking for the rock, but he should just be drifting right here because now Shaman does the right thing. He's going to linger for just a bit, provide support. So now Strus sees three. He's able to recover back in front of his man. He can take away the shake. He seams. Late bailout again, you live with it. He's going to push it, hit him on the trail. They want to flow into a quick DHO. Over here, he's just juking him. He's not even really denying. He could just swing it there. It's kind of unnecessary, but he does set up the screen. But then he gets called for the moving screen, and that's all because of this chase. And even here you can see, if they don't call it, he's going to show, he's going to release him in the pocket, and you can already see he's at that lane line ready to help up. And even here, McBride is communicating it, so he knows I'm going to shift. Everybody's on the same page. So quick handoff. And I think Josh Hart is looking to recover back in front of Don. He's just getting clipped here. So what does Alvarado do? I'll take him. But now they get the handoff, so what's that mean? We can just switch it. And I don't know if I set this. Handoff, you got to retreat this way. So off the handoff, you just allow him to get matched up again. Because you kind of get the matchup you want. Hit him and get out. Just vacate. Now they get to just get it. But right here, you can see he's looking to pull in. And Carl's going to 2-9 and then pull in. So again, just shrinking the floor every time. He's helping off high, looking to load up because he knows Don wants to attack that single side. Tough finish off glass too. Hezzy, cross, tween, hard sliding, head flail for no reason by Don. That might be a foul though, because Hart does have his right arm on Don's hip, so he's kind of pushing him out. He somehow makes it off glass. That's a ridiculous shot. But still, the Knicks can live with that. Because if he does get to the rim, their low man's there. Karl's already made that rotation. And right here, as he's emptying out with his man, he knows he's going to be second help. He's pulling all the way over. So Alvarado right here, he's looking to crack and put a body on Mobley to help Karl. So the principles are there. So another quick drag. And now it's Schroeder. I'm not sure what their coverage is for him. Possibly a drop because he is in a drop. So maybe they're only having Karl show against James or Don, which would make sense because you don't want either of them to turn the corner clean, whereas you can live with him exploiting the drop. So now you're going to be in a drop. He's going to come off. At the same time, they're going to drift. Take away the nail help. So now Josh Hart has to respect it. He does a good job. Everybody's just wheeling around, giving him space. But because it's a little late, and he sees Josh Hart here, and because of the drop, he sees three. He actually can't just attack that gap. So it's actually a little late. Because on this move, they should already be moving. But they're just kind of going through the motions. They kind of see it. It's a little late. So he gets to kind of show for free, recover. But now he's going to pull out. At least he's got space now. Because now it's a single side of three. Hits him with a rondo. Quick drop off. So right here, because he was emptying out, the issue here is McBride wasn't ready for this. Because he's just blindly following his man instead of looking to put a body on Evan. So he just follows the empty on this rondo. He sees it, but now you've got no help for Karl and taking away this drop off. But you've always got to take away this and then have him play two and trust your rotations. Not sure what happened here. So maybe a drag, or maybe he attacked early. He forced two to react. Or maybe he attacked, he took them, and now Josh Hart's looking to peel. At the same time he was helping, he's looking to release. And then on this weak side, you can even see right here, McHale's already looking to pull in from that weak side. Just ready. So now he's there, he can take them. There's no lane for Tyson. He's stuck here. Robinson's with him. Alvarado's doing the right thing. He's ready to play two. And waiting for Josh Hart, I believe, to peel off and get matched up. And right here you can see Sam Merrill. He's pointing, yo, hit James in that weak corner. Because McHale just pulled off. But nothing. Now he points, you take corner. And now they've blown it all up. And this should have been an advantage on this clear side. But it's not because, again, McHale's got his antennas up. Anytime one of them are the low man, they're always just ready. And he's there. And now you just got to get matched up and peel off. So now it's going to be a quick uphill. He gets it. Doesn't really screen. He's looking to slip. But he's already low. He's able to shoot that. Get back in front. But McHale actually overreacts here. So now you got two on the rock. The slip works out. And look at Jarrett. Again, just flashing dunker to dunker. That little shadow. He steps out, drop off, you're late. And it's really difficult because he actually could have just sat here. On this slip, as soon as Tyson catches this, he could really just sit here because there'd be no help for Robinson. So if Robinson doesn't help up, it's a straight line for Tyson. But I think he's so used to just making these type of cuts that by the time he does it, and even here actually, it kind of distorts it because he's coming from that weak side, so Alvarado doesn't expect it, and now on his lift, he's got to play two. And as soon as he helps, he's now in a position to crack. So these type of shadow cuts that Allen makes are very confusing. And you can see the Knicks are kind of getting caught. Now they're looking for more pace. At least they're matched up pretty well here. Everybody's in help. Everybody's ready. Allen right here. Quick little flare. He gets back in front, but at least you take away the help. But you got this clear side, so he should reject it. No, he doesn't. Gives him a hezzy. Pound. Nope. I'm going to take it because he's under. He's up. It's not a bad shot at all. I'm just more surprised he doesn't reject this because he's looking to jump it. He's looking to cheat. And this is a situation where Josh Hart, no, I think he does make that because he's at the lane line. So again, he's ready. And even here, look at Mikhail. Look how on top of it they are. He's communicating, yo, get in. I'm ready to play too. I've got you. Everybody's just ready. He still ends up with a pretty good shot. But now it's a long bounce. He gets to it. He looks to dive, nothing. And even here, look at this switch. So he's looking to dive because his man has no idea where he is. And at the same time as Don's diving, he's just going to replace. So now you fill, but they just end up switching it. Without even communication. You take him, I take him. So they switch that. Quick uphill DHO. He gets cleaned. He's in that drop, but he's there to contain the rock, and he's trying to look for that roll. But because they switch, end up just veering it, nothing, and now they actually get back in front. So now he's looking to pull back because he doesn't want to attack him. He gets mashed up again, quick cross. And then again, look at this spacing. What is Don doing here? Why are you lifting instead of just maintaining that strong corner? Because now on this cross, he gets a free stunt. He tries to tuck the rock, but ends up losing it. There's no reason for Don to be doing this at all. Because I'm pretty sure, let's say he sits strong corner. He gets this cross off. Josh probably won't help. You get there, and because he's beat him on the cross, that was a nice cross too. He pulls in, drop off to Jarrett Allen again, because right here, Mikhail's staying with the shooter, so he's high. So it'd be boom, boom, he's late. But the spacing is off right here. Just a lack of awareness. And he does this often. Quick get off, trying to catch the Knicks not matched up. So right here, who's going to take the rock? Brunson's actually pointing at OG, I think. But I think OG wants to stay with Allen because Mitch Robb is trailing. So he wants to at least provide some support. And now he's on his heels. Kind of late here. But even here, I can see on that strong side. So Mikhail was matched up with Strus. Strus is actually just going to vacate, get all the way to that weak corner. And he's actually looking to lag, which would make sense because now at least he's there to take away this if James tries to throw it over top because Mitch Robb is trailing. So he's going to stay, but you actually open up that quick swing to the weak corner, which James doesn't see. And now he's able to get back. Everybody's matched up. Then he gives him that spin fake and beats OG. He's there too. But the way he kind of gets mashed up right here, he's kind of overreacting. So now you give the lead foot for him to attack. You're forced to open up. And because it was a low pickup, now that gap between the two allows James to eat it up. He's going to go into his body. He's there. But now you give him the spin fake. He bites. Still pretty good defense, though. Because he's there. And he doesn't really bite on that spin fake. But James gets a really good gather. Off a make. Try and match the Knicks' pace. So they're looking to push. And right here, they want to break pressure. So what is Allen doing? Sneaking up for that quick flat. Mikhail doesn't actually see it. But I think Carl is communicating it. You can see him. But he gets cleaned. Now he's coming off. He's essentially in a drop. I think James is going to look to attack it now. He's got this runway. He'll just step into the tray. And that was kind of unnecessary by Carl. Because if you see him getting cleaned up, the reason they're doing this is to break pressure, but also just up everything, to get everything high up the floor, because they know if they're setting them here, these high ball screens aren't doing anything. They're going to be able to get two on the rock. So in order to prevent that, they want to set it even higher. So now James coming off. He takes a peek. All right, he's behind. I can step into this because he's in a drop. And there's no reason for him to be in a drop here because look at where Allen's rolling. You don't have to be concerned about this. By the time he gets here, you've already got your help. It's a double side. OG's pulled in. He can meet Allen right at the nail, give him a big bump. And if he doesn't, Josh Hart's going to be there for that low tag. So you just have to contain the rock and trust that the others will contain the roll. So again, it's going to be another quick drag. And look where he's setting it. Damn near at the 47. Wants to break pressure early. And Carl's pretty much in a drop here. He's up, but he's not really. He could be higher. So now Mikhail, he gets clean by that flat. He's coming off clean as he turns a corner. Now he's got you isolated. And this is unnecessary because if he were just to continue being high and showing right here, look at the help. There's no roll line for Allen. You've got three here. They're going to take it away. But now you allow him to attack you on his clear side. And now he knows he can't recover, so now you're forced to veer. Now he's got you isolated on his clear side. He's going to pull you back out. But he gets the O-board. Quick reverse on the putback. So this was unnecessary. They did not have to veer it, but because you do, now you're out of the paint. You got to take the rock. And now they've got to try and get mashed up and put a body on Allen to prevent the O-board. So right here, OG actually puts a body. I believe Mikhail sees it. He thinks, all right, you've got him. But now because Tyson is crashing too, OG takes a peek. He sees it. Who am I supposed to put a body on? Mikhail doesn't see him. So now he's got nobody. Mikhail's trying to body too. And right here, even Josh. He's looking to help. But now no body on Allen. He gets to the 50-50. Easy cleanup. But it all broke down right here. Because let's say Carl is high and he shows. You contain the rock and you contain the roll. So now OG's down. They're going to look to push the rock because they got numbers. Now who's going to take him? Josh Hart doesn't seem to want to. Mikhail's kind of hesitant because Strus is running wide here. I think Josh Hart points right here. Maybe not, maybe. You take him. But they don't pick him up. Quick swing back. Right down the gut. Really good read by Strus. Mikhail's in a compromised position because he's got to play two here. James reads it. All right, you know what? I'll just swing it. And then it kind of turns into a quick step up with Allen. So Mikhail jumps it. And now he's clipped. And what does Strus do? Quick swing back. And now you got no one taking him. He's trailing because they're looking to get mashed up. They're not ready to help. And it's kind of rare because most times they're not just blindly following their man. And they're at a numbers disadvantage. But nobody was really ready to help. Give up an easy two. Definitely some more pace, but they're pretty matched up. Obviously, you want OG on Allen, Carl on Mobley, but it's fine. quick pin. But instead of a pin, it's really just an exchange. And then it's actually going to be a little misdirection. Now he's going to wrap and actually set a pin for him. So it's a little misdirection screener. Let's see how this transpires. Because right here, Brunson kind of jumps it, not expecting it. So now he's high. McHale's kind of reading it. He tries to chase over. He gets clipped. Now he's coming off. He doesn't seem to look to switch. And it actually turns into a backside on this pitch. Now they don't switch it because he releases early. Gets to a spot, pump, step through. Considering how bad it could have gotten, this is not bad at all. Because now he's attacking this side of two. Brunson does the right thing. He bumps him. So James gets to a spot. It's a little awkward. He's going to lift, take away the help, which is right. Because now if Carl steps out, there's no help for this drop-off. He can just hit him in that strong dunker. But he's going to stay, which I do like. He's going to stay. And what does that mean? He just stepped through. They're very compromised here. Because they don't want to help, you give that up. But if you do help, you give something else up. But it's still a pretty tough shot. Because Carl does get a contest. So you live with that. We got more pace. We've got a cross match. And I think they're starting to find a rhythm, or it seems to be. So right here, he's looking to seal or duck him in at the same time because James is trailing. Jared's looking for that flare in transition. But nothing transpires here. He's doing a good job of fronting. And this is really tough because he's at the slot or up top. So Carl's in a high position, so he can't provide support here. It's got to be OG. And look, he's already pulling in. Ready. Now let's see. So he's going to look to attack. They get the entry. Bomb. He reaches. He digs. And now you force a middle. But now, again, look at Allen. Doing the right thing. He's going to loop around and flash that strong dunker. So let's say these two take him. Josh Hart is not in a position to crack that. So he'd be wide open on his drop-off. But right here, I think he's kind of staying. He shows. He does the right thing. He sprays it. But it's kind of a bad pass. Because he kind of throws it wide. And it forces him to go low. So because he's already low, he can get a closeout. If he just throws this high instead of that straight line, he can catch it more on a lift instead of a drift. And now it's a really hard closeout. But by doing that, it's not his shot pocket. He's got to adjust. And now you allow OG to recover. More pace. The pace actually looks pretty good this quarter. So it's a good thing. He gets matched up. They're communicating. Josh Hart is telling OG, yo, get your man. He's got the trailer. He'll take Don. And look at Brunson. He's there just in case of that skip over top. He can take it away. Not blindly following his man. But now he's late to pick him up. You give a closeout. Wow. But he gets the poke away and a leak. That's bad from Don. But also really good by Hart here because he's really late. You give a closeout. You attack with your lead. And Don even does the right thing. As soon as he catches it, he's attacking tight so that there's no recovery. But then he gets the poke away on that gamble. Quick push. Quick drag. They want to get an early switch for James. But they both read it. So now he's going to come off. But he's actually going to be in that drop where he's showing instead of hard hedging. Not sure why. Because now he's looking to recover. You end up putting two in the rock pocket for the pop. Good heads up play by McHale to rotate from the weak side. But right here, it's a little comfortable. And they're pretty much doing what the Cavs are doing to them, where they're just giving up easy passes. Because if Brunson just hard hedges and he fights over, you can pretty much trap him right here. But now you allow him to turn the corner clean, and you allow time for Strus to get a great slip for the pop. And right here you can see Strus, he catches, he gets the seam, and it's all in rhythm. Good heads up play right here. He could even extra that for the swing because they are in rotation. But it's not a bad shot. It's a decent flyby by Mikal. So Mikal kind of saved this possession, but again, I'm not sure why he's in that drop. Because you're going to put 2 on the rock regardless. If he's chasing over, it's going to be 2. Come down, quick little drag or step up. Again, looking for an early switch. He's kind of showing. I think he's trying to read Mikal, but he cleans Mikal up. Good job by Strus. Take him away. Now you concede this switch. Now you just got to get your spacing right. And good job right here by Mobley. He's going to vacate that left side because you want to create a single side with a shooter for James. But even here, right here, you can see Brunson, he's opening up. He wants to send him towards that side of 3. Tween, pull. He got the mismatch, but I think this is kind of settling. Tween, pull back. I think if they create all this space for you and you get the rare switch, you got to fry him. Get to your spot, get to the rim. It can't be a tween pullback for a tray. 40 on the clock. Probably looking for a 2-for-1. Down 9. Quick interference. Try and break pressure. Flow into a drag. Good job here by Brunson. Stay attached. Be ready to switch or hedge. But he's going to hesitate and reject. Which is the right thing to do because we've got him in that strong corner. He's going to take away the nail help. Snatch with the push off. Oh my goodness. And he trays. Gotta live with this. Because he had a snatch and a crazy push off. Not much Jamie can do there. But again, if he's making tough shots, you just have to live with it. 4-5 on the clock, so last shot, probably dribbled, burned the clock. So now we've got this ball screen, he's obviously clipped, he's up, low man pulled in, he's communicating with Josh Hart. So again, shrinking the floor, and their backside looks pretty good, let's see. Hezzy. He tries to beat Mitch Robb here. And Mitch Robb actually tries to slide, so now he opens himself up because now Don can attack his lead. Now he kind of gets by. Good job by OG. He's going to stun. And now, look where Mikal is. He's already there. So there's nothing for Don. And Mitch Robb actually does a really good job here. Because he's got to open up. But he's able to step, slide back in front, ride him, extra support. Josh Hart here, kind of late to crack, but he is playing too. So now you've got the shake and you got the drop off. Really good job here by James. Give Don a line. It's a really difficult pass. Because look at the way his body's contorted. Even if he tries to hit this throwback, I'm pretty sure Mitch Robb gets a hand on it. But this is just ridiculous. But he's able to actually find it. And now right here you can see Hart. He reads it. Gets out. Pump. Gets him on the flyby. Resurfaces. Not sure if that's a whistle. Because he's closing out wide. Maybe there is contact on the arm. Because it is kind of reckless. It doesn't really get that wide. But regardless, really good closeout. Nothing easy. You contain the rock, no roll, force a spray. Start of the third, let's see. So he's calling James off. Yo, vacate. Give me this clear side with Mobley. So they want to drag right here. Tween, Hezzy. They take it. He's going to go middle. And now you've got this roll on the clear side, which is also really good because now there's no help if Carl were to show. Right, because he'd be rolling here, no help, easy line. But he's going to go middle. Josh Hart kind of opens up. Now he sees it, but now he's really low. So now he's looking to recover, and Carl has to retreat. He can't show here. And even here, Mikhail's doing the right thing. Instead of just blindly following, he's going to leg for a split second just in case of this pass over top for that roll. Pound. So he's not going to take the space because he sees the crowd. So he's going to pound, step back, quick cross, catch him in a closeout. And instead of rolling, what's he do? Just vacates. Now you show, open up the spray, and he trays. So really good reads by Don and Mobley here. Because there's no roll. You can see that leg, so they both know, or at least he knows. Then he beats him on that pound. And then even here, really good job to vacate early and just spot up. So now we've got another quick drag. We've got OG on Mitchell this time. Josh Hart on Allen, which is fine. All three of them are comfortable on the rock. He's attacking the single side. So he's kind of in a drop because I assume the ball screen was quite low. So he's there to help contain the rock, but he's also in a good position to stay with his man and take away the roll, even though they've got a side of two. So right here, he can take, you stab at the rock, play two. You can see Don, he's trying to hostage. Patient, and what does Allen do? That quick shadow again. Look how difficult this is for Josh Hart to defend. Because he wants to follow, but at the same time, Mobley's going to stop his roll and flash right in his pocket. So he's got to play two. If anything, it's got to be Brunson right here. He's got to put a body, crack him, help Josh. Because if you can put a body here, he can follow. And if he doesn't follow, he can stay, but then you leave Mikhail to dry on the strong side. Because now he's forced to crack. And what does that mean? You give up this spray line to James. So again, these little shadows that he does are subtle, but they create confusion. Because right here, he makes a turnaround, which is a really tough shot. But he really had a drop off. You can see Carl has no idea. Josh doesn't follow. Looking for a throw ahead because he sees Mobley leaking out. But then Hart's able to meet it. Get a hand, deflect. He can't recover it. Mikhail's there, Brunson's there. 3-on-1. They get it. Great idea. Execution wasn't terrible, but it was just a great defensive read by Josh Hart to shoot that. And now you've got two behind. He's got to pick the rock up, and they're not matched up. He can see it, so what's he do? Quick throw ahead. Now you get to attack him on a mini closeout. Nothing, tween. Really good job here by Mikhail too. As soon as he gets off it, he's got a mismatch. Right here, yeah, don't get in his way. Take away the help. Now just let him fry. Tween, go middle. But he's going to leg, so what's that mean? Drop off. And now you get another easy two. And there was really nothing he could do here. Jarrett Allen, that is. But if I'm James, he's got to continue following. Because he has to understand that even if OG beats Allen here, you've got that low man. Even though he's high, you've at least got some help on that weak side. By you doing this and him looping around and flashing that strong dunker, there's no help. right? Everybody's on that weak side. Whereas if he just follows, Dean Wade goes, at least Don has an opportunity or a chance to try and crack Karl. And then Mobley, he can try and play two here. And he actually doesn't even have to play Josh Hart. So he could just really sit here, give up that line. But don't give up anything easy. Quick B.O.B. He looks to be looping around. Quick wrap. Right here, we've got him top blocking, denying any chance of a curl. Good job by Josh Hart here. And also, if you force him under, you've got help. So he actually goes under. But he dislodges Hart by giving him just a bit of a push. And by doing that, you send him into the screen. Allen's going to clean him up. And now he actually breaks free, but now it's on OG to switch that. He doesn't. He watches him. And now Brunson, his man is here because Dean Wade's looking to curl him. And he's also just tagging. No, you got to take it. You're late. They had two opportunities to switch, and they just don't. And it comes off. Quick fade. He finds Tracy. Josh Hart's sick. Why did he not just switch that? Let me see. Because it's literally in OG's face. I can kind of understand why Brunson's not ready because he's preoccupied with whatever's going on here with this curl. So he wants to be ready just in case Mobley's coming off. It's definitely on OG. Because he can see, he's looking to deny it. If he's going to deny any chance of Don curling over top and possibly coming off a stagger, maybe even a stagger of three, you know he's got to go under. He's clean here. Switch it. More early offense. You can see McHale. OG pick him up. He'll take James. Josh Hart's also communicating. He'll take fine matchups. Of course, it's going to be a drag. Quick cross. 2 jump. That's a great look for Don. Sets him up. Nope. Quick cross. They both jump. He gets cleaned. And I'm pretty sure he can even get downhill. Not mad at the shot, though. In rhythm, quick cross, early offense, great look. But if he attacks and gets downhill, because right here, everybody's high, if you engage Josh Hart, he helps up, drop off, or even a lob. Because there's no help here, he's stuck to his shooter. So instead of their bigs, well, there's only 8 in the clock. So late clock, what do? Look for a hunt. Bring that ass up. And now he's going to open up, look to ice it, try and send him here. And now what does Dean Wade do? He's going to flip it. And now he's going to follow. He's going to take it. And now he's going to try and fight over. You clean him up. He's looking to hedge. Dean Wade's got to hold this. He's releasing here, which is fine. But I'm pretty sure he can just hold. Drag him all the way out. Because if he jumps this on the hedge, if you just drag him out, now you force the switch and the Knicks have to concede the mismatch. But he kind of releases, and there's really no pass over top because you can see OG's poaching it. He's pulling in, ready. So there's nothing here. They get away with the hedge. You hit it anyway. And now you're just forcing it. Oh, I see what he's doing. So he's doing a no look. So he's looking off to the lift to draw away OG so that once he vacates, he's got a straight line dive. But then Karl's there. So you read that tag, but you don't read the low man. And now you just give up another opportunity for a run out. But right here, I'm pretty sure Dean Wade's just got to hold him. Take him away completely. Because why are you doing it so soft? They're not going to call that. Take him all the way out of the play. But now you get it. Look at this. Immediate leak by McHale. And he loves these. As soon as he saw the deflection, he outruns James, cuts him off his line, push, bounce, lead him to the rim. Easy too. And that's how he gets into a rhythm. 13 on the clock. Maybe a drag again. Let's see. Traditional. Mikhail's going to jump it and force a middle. So they want to weak him, send him to his right, and also put a middle. And right here, Carl's actually not expecting it. It's kind of hard to read because the way Mobley's positioned, he can really set it that way or this way. But he sets it that way. He's still there though, ready to show. Good slide by Carl. And even here, a good job by James. Read the release, hit him on a slip. So now he's got a short. And now Carl's looking to recover. And we've got OG, he's pulling in. Look at the way they shrink the floor, even here on this single side. He's going to stunt and fan. He's pulled in, he's ready to crack. Now you've taken away a lot of options. He's stuck. You try to hit. And this is an issue with Don that I've noticed consistently. His spacing is atrocious off the rock. As soon as this is transpiring, you gotta lift. Because your man is now cracking for free and you don't give Mobley a line as soon as he turns his head here. And now you're putting your hands up. Why are you not already here? He's got to be on that wing. So once he turns his head on this reverse pivot, he sees you. And now he's got to shoot. And now you attack that close. But by doing it this way and just sitting at the same spot, moving 1 inch, he sees you. Now you look to lift. He recovers. He fans. And now he has no line. He's got to throw it back out up top. But look at Mikhail. He's denying it, reads it. He fans and he gets a deflection. It's lazy. So now we've got another ball screen. Could have been a double drag. Not sure where Strus was from. Maybe he set that first one, clips him, and now he's releasing on the second one. Brunson's in that drop. He's not looking to switch. So now we got him behind the play. We got him rolling. Him looking to pop. Let's see. Good job by Carl. He's there. He contains the rock. Great job here by Brunson too. He's going to tag it on that single side. Playing two. But now you get to hit the pop. So let's see. He recovers. And he misses. But again, you can see the effort here. This is a really difficult situation for Brunson. And I think he has to hit or make this tag just because you can see Seamus not already pulled in. Seamus already got to be there on that side of two because he would be low man. It's not bad to have a single side tag, but he definitely can pull in, have OG ready to play two. If he cuts out the corner, you take it, and then trust that Mikhail will peel off because you got Carl on the rock. But he still makes a pretty good two-way close where he's tagging and then getting back to his man. I believe it was a double drag again, so they're definitely trying to make it a point of emphasis to get the double drags because you want to get your shooter first, try and get a hunt or a mismatch, I should say. So if you can get a switch, that's great because then if you get nothing off that second screen, at least you've got a hunt and a mismatch to exploit. But right here, you get the switch. Now you're getting that second screen. And he's going to release early. So now Carl's got to retreat. And now you allow James to attack that single side, going to a strong hand. But right here, Shaman does the right thing, is communicating to Mikhail. Yo, I'm making that low tag. Shift low. So now Mikhail's in a position to play two. He's in. He takes away the roll, but James actually just loses the rock here. So really good job by OG. And this is why you got to fill faster. Because him only being here and not deep corner allows OG to do this without getting burned. And again, he's just walking into it. There's no sense of urgency. Don's got to be there. I think this is the second time I've seen him do this. And about the 500th time where his spacing is off. Strong and weak side. So now we've got a quick drag. We've got OG on James. Carl's doing what he does. He's going to show. And You can even see Shama here. Brunson, get in there. Gotta pull in. Because right here, he's kind of blindly following the fill. So now James is going to come off. Great job here by Carl. You force him to pick the rock up, and he's got a reverse pivot. And now he's here. He's going to take away that roll. He's ready to play two, and now Mikhail just has to take away that quick outlet. One pass away, and now Carl can retreat. So great defense. But then, as OG recovers, he gets the strip. But then James recovers it, so now he's on his high side. He's behind on the play. And now Carl's forced to show again. But look at Brunson on that weak side. As he sees this transpiring, he's actually not going to go back to his man. He's going to stay and help Carl here. Because Carl has to help OG. So Brunson's got to help Carl. And there's been many instances in that first half where he's been getting these drop-offs on that strong dunker. So he's actually going to commit. But by now you committing, Landry's got to play two, and this really stresses that X. Because you can see the distance between the two. Hits the wing, swing, swing. He finds Tracy. And I can't really be mad at that because I would much rather have Brunson take this away and ensure there's no two and trust the rotations. Because even though it's a late X from Brunson, because it's a two-way, he had to take that and now try and recover back to his man. I'll live with him making this because they haven't really been in a rhythm. So right here, he gambles, I believe. So quick swing, and now Mitch Robb is in a compromised position. What do? Do you step out and take that away? Or do you stay with your man and take away the roll? What he should be doing is stepping out to James. Because again, look at Landry. He's ready to pull in. And you can even see OG, he's ready to pull in. So he's actually reading Landry here. Because he can make this high bump. Or he can allow Landry to. And if Landry does, you just play two. And if he cuts out the corner, you take the corner. And trust that Landry will make that X to Don. Mitch Robb can recover. And Mikhail can just take James. Or Mikhail can peel off. You take the rock. You take him and you take him. So it doesn't really matter. Just depends on the reads and the situation. But I definitely don't think you have to give this up. Pretty dangerous gamble. So let's see, he swings it. Kind of matched up, not really. You got a cross match here. He closes, he's going to flow into a quick pitch because he's got Mitch Robb cross match with him. You can actually see Mitch Robb here. He's trying to look to Mikhail, yo, let's scram this. But then he realizes if I do, it's a 2-on-1 for Landry. There's no way Mikhail can get out. So now he's got to be in there, but now he's out of position. Don sees it, splits, and then smokes the lay. He goes for that scoop, but it's actually a tuck. He splits, and Mikhail actually can't commit to the ball here because, again, you open up the cleanup for Allen or a drop-off. And I don't think he would be able to even really get a block here. Maybe, because it's kind of an early pickup. And actually, that early pickup caused a miss because then it's short. So now this is off a quick drag. He's looking for an early switch, obviously. OG's on him. Mikhail's on James. That's fine. And Brunson's actually communicating it. Yo, get back in front because he just wants to show. And he doesn't get back in front. Because Strus actually releases the screen here. So he can definitely jump back out. Brunson can go under and get back to Strus. If he hits the drift on that pop while he's slipping, cool. But he doesn't get back in front. I'm pretty sure he has a window too. Now he doesn't, but right here. As soon as he releases, get out. But you don't. He's trying to communicate it. He's mad. No, Brunson's sick. He's thinking, really? We just concede that for no reason. But even here, good job. He's actually just going to pull off high. And he's not too concerned about Strus in that strong corner. And he settles for a hezzy pull from deep. So this is the second time where they've gotten a rare switch against Brunson. And instead of attacking him, maybe because he sees this, then just swing it. You've already got an advantage here, just swing it. He can attack the closeout or he can take it, because he's just cheating crazy here, upping this line. But instead of any advantage in being able to exploit this mismatch, you just settle from deep, and James did that earlier. And these are rare, so anytime they get it, they've got to capitalize. Quick throw ahead, I believe it was off a make, and now Brunson's trying to tell. He's trying to tell Shamet, yo, get matched up, I don't want him. They want to avoid a cross match. I think Mike Brown's doing the same, but at the same time, you can see McHale, he's coming across. So he's looking to take the rock. And I think Landry's point switching here, telling McHale, yo, I got him, take the trailing Merrill. But obviously he can't hear or see that. So they're kind of out of position here. But I guess Merrill might be trailing a bit too much. Because maybe if he was right here, he can just quickly stampede, catch one of them, and then play that numbers here. Because both of them are out of position. Well, Shamit's out of position. But right here, instead, flow into a quick drag. You can see McHale opening up. He wants to weak James, send a middle. And even here, Allen's looking to flip it. So that causes Robinson to jump. Kind of misreads this. Tween. And now he's coming off. And you can see Shamit. What is he doing? Communicating to McBride. Yo, get in there. Low man. Because he doesn't want to leave this shooter. But at the same time, he's actually making this cut through. He's doing a little Danny Green, corner to corner. But why? Let's see. Because you've got Allen rolling on that clear side. No, that does make sense because you got to take it with a nail. So everybody's got to drift here. So you want to wheel around. He's actually going to lag here. Then follow. Their spacing hasn't been that bad. Or I should say their wheeling hasn't been that bad. They've maintained spacing pretty well. But as you can see, there was no help. James coming off pretty clean here. Shamet can't pull in his stun, and even the angle James is taking. He knows he's got McHale beat, so he's going to go inward. Hostage him, keep him on his hip, make sure there's no recovery. And obviously Robinson, he has to retreat with a roll. So it ends up working out because you take away all the help. He gets to his spot comfortably. Let's see, so a quick drag again. And it's on that clear side again. So he's going towards that side of three. And Shamit's actually pulling all the way over. So he's fully committed. He's making sure there's no roll on that clear side because they know Mitch Rob's going to show. So he's already there to greet him. So that's a really good job. Because most times when you're on a side of three, especially the way they're aligned, McBride can easily play two. I think he should be in the dunker and threaten that because now you have to crack it. So what does that do? It allows Sam Merrill to either sit right here and give that spray line, or he can sit in the deep corner and instead of just sitting there in that dunker, Max Strus can pin. He can set a pin in on McBride because you can see Brunson here, he's high. He's a little bit more concerned about this. So you can sit there, threaten the drop off, It's not there, pin him in, give him deep corner. Or you can even threaten that. So now he's forced to crack, you get that line. But right here, he's cutting out, he's cutting out. He actually makes it Danny Green. But to me, I just don't know if that's the right read. Because now, as soon as he picks the rock up, look at Shamit. Alright, I can vacate now because you've got your man again. You can take that away, you can take that away. They both kind of jump here, but they're still able to get back. You both can't cut. So none of them were really occupying the right spots, and then they both cut at the same time. If he cuts out the slot here, or the wing, you take, you stay deep, he can't recover. Quick pistol, not looking to switch. I think they have to. Because him staying attached to Strus now, he gets clipped on that quick DHO. James can turn the corner here. And that's dangerous because now you've got Mitch Robb as the high man, and they're all hugged to their man on that weak side. So he's got a straight line drive here. But he hesitates. He reads it. Doesn't attack. And you swing it back up top. Now you're going to play the second side. Not sure if he had to get off it, but regardless, now it's going to be a quick pin. Hit him on the drop off. Ends up working out. But really good progressions. You got nothing, you get off it quick, and it's immediate. Now he's got to jump out, and you can see Shamit's not ready to rotate. And that's pretty rare, but they did everything so fast. The Knicks just weren't prepared. You can see he's definitely not prepared. He didn't read that at all. So this is a great situation. He's got the switch, clear side, 5 out. Not sure how. Shorter must have brought him in. But good job here by Josh. He's just going to load up because this spacing is a little awkward. Because even if he helps, he can easily play 2. But even here, Jalen Brunson, he's trying to deny the baseline. I think he should just open up because you can trust your low man. So now he pulls in. He cracks. Look how easy it is to play 2. He's actually going to commit the fire here. Late clock. You get back. He glosses it, but again, it's another late clock bailout. Pretty good rotations. Let's see. Because he rotates, he's got to crack, which is the right thing. But the issue here is you're pretty much committing a tilt and a fire at the same time. So now you got them two playing 4 on that backside. It's either you help base, you stay up top, or you fire, you stay base. But they kind of commit both. Let's see. That's the only pass he can make. He cuts out the wing. So now he lifts. You take. And now he flies out. Kind of wide. Still makes a tough shot. So the rotations were still pretty good. So now he's got the switch. Quick drag. I guess they've been conceding the switch. But it really doesn't matter here because they're both pretty small. Ideally, you want Josh Hart on James in this lineup. I can even see here, he's looking to get deep corner. He's looking to vacate. Get to the strong corner, which would make sense. Now Mobley's going to vacate. So he's going to get to the weak dunker. Side of 3. Allow James to attack this mismatch on the single side and keep a shooter there. So now he's got all this space. Makes sense. His signature, lull him to sleep with all the tweens. And then tween him again. He loves his little pullback. Where he drops the rock, but then boom. Force him to open up. He actually goes middle anyway. He can't help. Big push. Strong gather. And then get back to his left. Mitch Robb's there. They give up an and 1. That's kind of a dangerous spot for James to attack because you're playing right into the help. And Mitch Robb, he's kind of just late there, but he had all this space to attack. Not sure why he took the more difficult option. So we got a clear side two-man game for Schroeder. And I think when he's in ball screens or any of his screening actions really, the Knicks are having their bigs drop from what I've seen. Still a pretty good position though to help contain the rock. And right here, low man's already pulled in. You can see Shamit, he's communicating it. You pull in, I play two. So great shell here. They've shrunk the floor. You contain the rock. Quick throwback on the reverse pivot for the pop. He stunts. Not sure. Yeah, I don't think Brunson had to continue his pursuit because at this point, just veer it. He's got the rock contained. You don't have to give up this pop. Stay there and trust Miss Rob if Schroeder tries to attack him. Because if he beats him, look, your low man's there. So you've got your rotations. Unnecessary throwback. And then even here, Josh Hart, there's really nothing you can do. All he can do is stun and fall back. But then on this weak side, he's trying to face guard as he crashes. You're never going to get leverage. Big tap out. So he kept the possession alive. They end up burning the clock until 2:05 left. He's got that matchup. Almost makes him fall somehow. Quick step back. Now we've got another crash. And again, the same thing on the strong side. Look at Shamit. He's trying to face guard. You're never going to get leverage. You can't see ball. You got no leverage. And now he can swim off you and get it. And then fly by, you drive. Let me see. So now you're in a closeout. You overreact. One dribble. He's forced to engage. Drop off. Really poor box outs by Shamit. Because right here, once he makes this rotation, there's really nothing they can do. McBride's not ready for it. Brunson's concerned about his man here. So Sam Merrill got a ball screen. Maybe a quick DHO. Not sure, but let's see. So we've got Tyson. He's drifting because he wants to take away the nail help so that he can turn the corner. Josh is kind of in that drop. He's trying to contain the rock, but he's obviously playing two because of Mobley. Carl's pulled in as the low man, which is the right thing to do. So let's see. McBride's able to slide, get back in front, contain the rock. And he actually hits the drop off. And that's the right pass because Carl is pulled in, and because Shamit was still pulling off high, he's not in a position to take that away. And he just smokes the float. So the Knicks were pretty fortunate here. Quick SOB, and you can see the Bazemore. No, it's not a Bazemore. I'm pretty sure he could get it if he just ran off it. Well, actually, McBride's reading that. You can see the low man. They're always so active. He's already there. It's ridiculous. So there's actually no Bazemore here. And it's actually a misdirection. So he's going to wrap back around. And now it's going to turn to a backside. Wide pin. No, it's actually a split. Wow. But he gets it stripped again. It's McBride. Their low man is so good because I didn't even expect this. I thought he was wrapping back. They get a backside for James to get a handoff, go to a strong hand. But then it's really just a misdirection and it turns into a high split because now he jumps out. He's not prepared for that switch. Great slip by Strus, but then McBride. He's kind of late, but he's able to read it. No, that's not even McBride. That might be McHale. He goes for the strip. He loses the rock, and he might have got Strus's left arm, but yeah, maybe. So maybe he got away with it, but he's not complaining, so. Not sure what's happening here, but let's get a ball screen. I'm pretty sure you could turn the corner clean here because he's kind of out of position. If you come off tight, you're going to have a drift. He's going to wheel. So he's actually going to have no nail help. And now you get him isolated. But instead, he feels Josh looking to recover and shoot that gap. So he's looking for a pull. He wants a whistle. I realize I'm not getting it. Pretty dangerous pass here. But McBride's actually pulling in, which does make sense because, again, if he rolls, it's pretty much a single side tag, so he wants to prepare. But now it's kind of a two-way close. And he makes that. Yeah, you get burned quick. Now off a make, quick inbound. Doesn't want to dribble against pressure. Good job, just get off it. And now he's going to flow into a drag, small to small. And now James looking for the hunt as a screener, because if you get it, now you got him on that clear side. But he doesn't really hold him. Even here, McHale, he ends up staying attached. And all James does is kind of just clip him, which actually kind of works out because it morphs into a double drag here. So you don't get to switch, but at least you get a bump. And by clipping him here, now he's kind of behind on that second screen. And now we've got Allen. He's going to release and slip. So now you take away Carl. And at the same time, you can see again, Cavs doing a really good job of maintaining their spacing. So because he's attacking that left side, what does Sam Merrill do here? Full on sprint, get out, vacate, get to that weak corner. So now Don can drift to the strong corner. But even here, why is Don just going through the motions? It's a consistent theme with him. Look at the way Sam Merrill's in a full-on sprint, and him, he's just jogging. He's not even jogging, he's just skipping. Because you've got that corner, get all the way down there, because now you allow Josh to just sit there for free. And he can actually pull in and get a stunt. And probably still recover on the fan out. Doesn't really matter here because Strus, he beats Brunson. He's coming off, hits the pocket. And there's really no help here because in this double drag, James is popping it. So now McHale's in a high position. He doesn't really want to commit this high tag. And because Sam Merrill is still cutting through and emptying out, all Shamit can really do is lag. And I think he's trying to provide support, does a little stunt, but he can't commit because he's got to follow his man. Because if he does commit, now there's a spray line. McHale can't help him. He'd have to make a two-way. Carl can't really recover. And Allen just smokes another float. And they get the O-board because Strus has inside positioning on Brunson. And even right here, Josh Hart does the right thing. He sees it. Let me help put a body. But he just gets to it first. So by him crashing, long tap out, he gets to it. So now off the O-board. This is pretty good for the Cavs because now he's got that clear side to attack Hart. And even right here, you can see Shaman always communicating, yo, Carl, you should flood it. Because now they can just play the 2-on-3. And even here, Josh Hart, he's kind of opening up, probably wanting to set him base because of the help. But then Don counters that with a quick dribble tween. Attack his lead. You force him to open up. And right here, McHale can't really stunt because he's got to respect James on that line. And then even here, Don does the right thing. He's going to go into his body, try and cut off any recovery. But then Carl's there. And right here, Brunson should be putting a body on Allen. And he's in a great spot too because he's got inside positioning. And even here, Shamit can help him. You both put a body. But because Max Strus again, he's making that cut through. Pretty much another Danny Green. And looking to flash either in that strong dunker or strong corner. Brunson's going to follow it. And now you got no body on Allen. But I'm pretty sure you give that up because that would be a very difficult pass anyway. I guess he could stop at that dunker. And if he misses towards the left, he cleans up. But still, you got to keep a body on Allen. So now you got to drag. He's communicating something. And Strus is trying to get his shoe on. So there's really nothing here. And so Mikhail kind of sees the screen coming from that direction. So he's going to open up. But Carl's now kind of out of position. And I'm not sure who he's communicating to. Maybe to Josh Hart. Pull in early. Because they do communicate this way. But regardless, he gets to turn the corner clean. But because he's not a threat, Brunson's able to just show for free. Help contain the rock. Now he's trying to hit him on that throwback. Get him at back. Can he get a switch? Nope. He chases over. Stunts. Dang. I'm pretty sure they should just hunt Brunson more. Because I've noticed that he's not really hard hedging anymore. A lot of what he's doing is what the Cavs are doing. Where it's a little show, pretty much a drop, and it's not aggressive at all. So when he's chasing over, he actually gets over here, but when he does chase over, and you overreact like that, you pretty much put two in a rock. Now you open up the pop. I just don't know why he's not being as aggressive as he's been in giving up these type of looks. It's going to be a double drag, so there's definitely been a point of emphasis on double drags. And it's the right thing to do because their drags hasn't really worked, and you want to bring Brunson in because you want to see if you can get a switch first. So when that second screen, which would originally be a drag, doesn't work out, at least you've got that switch to attack, so you get an advantage. So now he's going to come off. Good job. Clean up Shamit as he tries a skinny. Brunson, he's kind of hesitant. And Don could definitely just turn a corner, but he's looking to hostage, hold his dribble, now he's going, but now he's able to recover. I don't know why he's looking for a hostage when look at Brunson. If he just attacks that, he's staying attached, he's not in a position to switch. You turn the corner clean, they both jump, you've got him on the pop, him on the pursuit, and even here him on a slip. And right here, Mikhail, he's communicating to OG, yo, get over there because Strus can't just pop on that clear side. So you go, I'll crack, and then hopefully someone can just fall back or fall off and take James here on that strong side. But I just don't think Don made the right read. Because by hesitating right here and trying to hostage and slowing down your dribble, now by the time you come off, there's no advantage. He vacates, gives you it, but he's already back in front of you. He's riding you, slides with you, and even here Carl, he gets to just pull over and get a free contest because both bigs are occupying pretty much the same spots. Palm, nothing. He keeps making these little Danny Greens where he's cutting from corner to corner. Now he sees, nah, we got to give him this clear side. So let's see. Tries to attack him, nope, cut off. Pulls his dribble back, in and out, gets middle, bump, great hands. Oh my goodness, he's stuck. But he makes a tough shot. He dribbles off his knee because he's trying to give Carl a body bump. Karl reaches, almost gets to it, unlucky, bounces between his legs, somehow he gets it back, and now he hops, gathers, over a stick. This is great defense too. You contest, you deny, he's pulling in for some reason. Puts a body on Jarrett, which is fine too, but just a tough shot. So we've got this switch again. Must have been off a hunt. And that's a pretty good sign for the Cavs because they have found this switch a pretty good amount. And maybe the Knicks stop having him hard hedge because they didn't want to keep putting two on the rock. But I also don't know if conceding the switch is the right thing to do either. So I'm not really sure what their coverage is. Regardless, he's in help. Sees it. Quick spray, attack the close. And this is actually a really good closeout by Karl because he's closing flat and the way he's opening up allows him to push off his anchor right there. Stop your momentum and slide with him. So good job. He's there. Body to body too. Bump. But he's able to get by and get to his left. And even here, good job by Allen. He sees it. Vacate, loop around so that he can finish. But this is still pretty good defense by Karl. Gives him that big bump right there to try and push Mobley off his line. But he absorbs it. And the issue is because he doesn't really push Mobley off his line and Mobley gets around him, now he's using your own momentum against you. Because now Karl's kind of leaning forward. He's got no balance. And gets by. So now he's attacking Shamit. I believe Evan must have vacated from that strong side because he wanted to give Don that clear side. And right here, you can see instead of following, Karl's actually communicating it. Yo, I'm going to stay on that strong side to flood it. But Don ends up rejecting it, and I think that's why he's able to attack Shamit on his lead. So he's not looking to attack that clear side again. He's going to go middle. Great defense. And even here, look at the way Allen distorts this. He's going to vacate from that strong dunker. Loop around. Well, originally it's the weak dunker, but he's going to loop around. And I think OG's kind of in two minds because he doesn't even see that. Because it was his responsibility to crack that. But he's also got to play this empty to the corner. Kind of works out because Karl was naturally over there. And now you can just take that. But if OG wasn't aware and he was too busy putting a body and following that, then this would be wide open. Then right here, he's looking to set that flare. No, he's going to flow right into the post, get middle. Tough finish over top. And even here, Jarrett's doing the same thing he just did. He's going to vacate. Karl has to check. And now he can't help because if he helps here and he loops around, that's a drop off. And by doing this too, you give him that side, the weak side, for Mobley to finish on his left if he wants to. So now it looks to be another hunt. Quick drag, small to small. He doesn't really look to hedge. Brunson's kind of staying attached. Mini hedge. But he doesn't really have to because Shamit's able to get over. And now once you hit him on that quick pop, he's there already. And because he made this skinny through the gap, he can just jam Don. Force a tough pass. You blow it up. Quick layoff. But now it morphs into a double drag. I think right here, he wanted to set a quick step up for Max Strus. But instead, he's going to lay it off. Turns into a double drag essentially. Cleans Shamit here for trying to go under. Brunson obviously not looking to switch. Karl does the right thing. He's high. So he's ready to show. He's going to slip. He's obviously going to pop. But then, wow. Great pocket pass here. Because that's a really tight window. And he gets it. Now they're all beat. And you can see on this backside, OG, he helps up, no help. They just haven't found that many of these. The big to big. And they were pretty good at it in game 1, I believe. So I'm not sure why. Even this game, it wasn't too bad. But they definitely have to find more of these. 2:41 left, down 12. Game's kind of over. I just don't think they can get stops. Now he's going to cut through, no drag. He's going to load to the ball. He can do that because his man's trailing. Now they're going to flow into a quick drag. Good job by McHale here. Jams him. Gets skinny. Ends up getting clipped though. Maybe slight elbow here. But now he's there to show. Pocket. Wow. So Carl actually threatening the kick. It takes away the pocket. So James doesn't want to make it. So now he holds his dribble. And now that's gone because now you can see on that single side. He's there to take it away. But then James makes a great pass right there. A pocket pass to the wing. That's crazy. Because even here, McHale tries to go for a kickball too. But then he just gets it there. And you can see OG doesn't see that at all. So now he's got to make a two-way. And he just misses. Come down, quick step up. He's going to flip it. So they're definitely looking for more hunts, more double drags. Let's see. He's not going to hedge it. So Brunson's just going to stay attached. But now he's forced to. They actually have to concede the switch because Strus, he cleans up Shamit here. Yeah, Shamit doesn't see it. So by the time he looks, or not even looks, by the time he tries to get back in front, he's just cleaned. So there must have been no communication by Brunson. And now he's in that drop. Not sure what to do. Pretty good pull. So it looks to be a quick cross for Strus here. Not sure why he's behind the play. Maybe because Don got a rip. Regardless, he's actually going to wrap back. He gets Brunson off of Strus. And now he's going for that middle pin, and Josh Hart doesn't realize it. Because I think he's kind of concerned about this right here. So by the time he realizes, oh, Max Strus is going for that middle pin. He's a little late. He tries to cheat. He gets up and 1. 4-point play. So good job here by Mobley. You see him cheating, just clean him up. Overreacts, no landing space. It's a flagrant every time. So this is pretty much the last shot of the game. 1:03 left, down 12. I think they score again after this, but it really doesn't matter. Right here, high split. They switch that. So McHale's trying to deny, staying body to body, but he gets juked. But then he reads that slip. That's impressive. So now you take, I take. They just switch it. Now he's looking for a quick entry in the post. Well, so is Mobley. So he throws it to Mobley instead. He wants a DHO. Nope. Hart denies it. But still, he gets to attack McHale in space, which is fine. Goes middle. And then it's that same foot, same hand finish he likes. Off the right specifically. Not sure why he likes going off the goofy and why he always prefers going to his right. Regardless, he just smokes it. And I think the Cavs still have some pretty good stuff that they can go to. Because the Knicks are always going to show because they trust their backside rotations and the way they shrink the floor. But the Cavs had found some success in the dunkers more specifically with Allen. So I would keep trusting that because the way Allen's making these shadow cuts and flashing between both dunkers, it's distorted the second man. I was saying that throughout the video. So I think that's something they can keep looking to exploit because I don't think the Knicks can really read it. It's a very difficult read. And then the double drags, bringing Brunson into the action, trying to get him on a switch on the first screen. And that's really smart because if you can get a switch and you don't get anything off that second screen, at least you've got an advantage to play. And you don't allow him to stay low man. Even though the Knicks are very active with their low man and he's not really resting in the corner, it's better to bring him up into the action than allow him to stay down low. And then the hunts. I've also noticed this game, Brunson wasn't hard hedging as much in the second half. Not sure if that's an adjustment in coverage or Brunson just not wanting to, but that has led to some switches for James and Don. I just don't think they properly exploited it when they got them. But it's something they can definitely look to. And then obviously if he's going to hard hedge, you can still get two on the rock. Try and play your backside advantage the same way you would in any screening actions when their bigs are showing.